Hey everyone, so in Opendoor today, it wasn't really a good day. It wasn't a bad day. It was kind of like a neutral day today. Reason why it wasn't bad was because we made so much positive gains yesterday. Seeing it go down today wasn't really a big surprise. We held the $5 mark, and that's what I'm happy about. We actually closed a few cents higher than $5, so that's good right there. And also, like I said, if you're in the Discord, I was explaining to everyone in the Discord that tomorrow is a data report coming out early in the morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, and that's going to pretty much tell you the jobless claims. And the jobless claims can also indicate about interest rate cuts. So today really wasn't a big day at all for any stock because they're waiting for the data report. All right, so as you can see, the daily chart for today, and it's a nice indecision doji candle, and we're above all the other rest of the candles previously. So like I said before, it wasn't a bad day. It was a decent day today. It made a red candle for today, but we're above all the candles previously, and we closed higher than previously on all the other candlesticks. And if you look at the RSI still has some room to grow. As you can see back here in July, you see the RSI went above, and we haven't went above yet based on our price at the moment. So we still have some room to grow if we want to go higher. And here's the hourly chart. Pretty much we went straight down today. A little up and down, but in general we pretty much consolidated down. It wasn't a dump because based on these candlesticks, it looks like people were buying and selling, jockeying for position pretty much. And we didn't close below $5, so that's a positive right there. Right now, after hours, we're at $5.13. And if you compare today's trading action with all the other days previously, in the past 1, 2, 3, 4 days, look how high we're trading right now compared to this right here. But today we traded pretty much exclusively in the $5 area. We went down to $4.90, but majority time we were in the $5 area, so that's good. And remember these lines I drew, we need to break these resistance. I haven't moved them yet. I'll do that maybe later on today or tomorrow. I need to make some new horizontal lines that we need to look forward to, because we broke all the resistance. If you've been watching my video for the past week or two, I drew these lines previously to show what we need to break to go higher. And look, we had $4.20 right here, $4.50, and $4.75. We broke all those resistance previously. And look how high we are now. We're trading above all the resistance lines that I made. So I want to make some new ones. I'm going to have to make some new ones because we broke it. And if you want to look at support is usually going to be on the last resistance line that I drew. And that was at $4.74, $4.75. So that means our low support right now for Opendoor Technology is going to be at $4.75. That's our low if we go down that far. Only way I can see us going down that far is if the data reports tomorrow is not good. Like, for example, the data for tomorrow shows that we may not get a interest rate cut in September. Like, if data showed that, then yeah, we could probably drop to $4.75 if the data report shows that we may not get a rate cut in September. But the chances that happen is very slim, very low, that the data report is going to show that, we may not get a cut, because a lot of people are saying that there's an 80 to 85% chance of an interest rate cut in September, and maybe another one in December. We'll see. But that's why the stock market traded the way it did today, because we're waiting for those data numbers. Those data numbers I'm talking about. If you can see it, I don't know if you can see it or not. Screen kind of bright, but 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, we got initial jobless claims, and jobless claims 4-week average continuing jobless claims. We have that tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, and then another important data report is around 10 a.m. Eastern time. ISM service employment, ISM service business activity, ISM service new orders. It's around 10 a.m. And then we have the 15-year mortgage rate, 30-year mortgage rate at 12 noon Eastern. And that's talking about the housing market, the 30-year rate mortgage. So pretty much 8:30 a.m. and 12 noon is pretty much going to pertain toward the housing market. The 10 a.m. report is not as important as the 8:30 and the 12 noon report for Opendoor. And here we go to 5-minute. As you can see, no dumpage at all. No dumpage. We came down then went up, came down, went up, and came down. So pretty much consolidating down. There was no red candle straight dumpage. When you see a red candle straight dumpage, that means, people are getting out for some reason. For example, here's kind of a dump right here on August 25th, but it wasn't because the company isn't good or some kind of fundamental. It was just because this day right here was so positive, people took profit because of this day. So it's a dump, but it's more of a profit-taking dump, not because Opendoor fundamentals is bad. Because Opendoor went from $3.44 to $5.87 in pretty much 2 days. So we had that profit taking all the way back down to $3.94, and we consolidated right here, and we went back up again. So as right now, support is gonna be $5. And if we do go any lower, because maybe some data report wasn't good, the next support would be $4.75. But if the data report is good tomorrow, which I think it will be, I think that the data is going to show that we need interest rate cuts to help the economy. And if it shows that, and then I think our next resistance will be at $5.30. And then once we break $5.30, we're back at that $5.50 resistance. The high $5.45, but I'll just say $5.50 will be the next resistance. So $5.30 and then $5.50 resistance, support $5, and then next support $4.75. Let me draw the line right here. Let's see, horizontal line there, and then we got another resistance right about here. So I'll just delete these lines because I don't see us going back down any lower than that. But so now we have updated resistance and support, and as of right now, we're trading between $5.30 and $4.75. So this is good right here. We're right in the middle. So we got to break that $5.30. If we can do that tomorrow, that'd be great. It just depends on the data reports, as I said before. As you can see on the daily chart, the volume today was 299 million volume. That's still a lot of volume. But the day before that, we had 412 million. So a big decrease in the volume, but overall still decent volume, 299 million. But if the reports tomorrow are good and it's showing interest rate cuts pretty much imminent, we probably may see a higher volume tomorrow. Maybe 350, 400 again, maybe. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, everybody, kind of a late video, but soon I'll start making videos much earlier, and I'm going to start going live soon. I'm going to start going live soon to talk about Opendoor, and we'll be going live while the stock market is ongoing. So that's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. So join the Discord. We have an Opendoor community in my Discord. Click on it in my YouTube profile, and we have about 100 people here now. We're growing. We had about 40 people in there about, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and now we had 100 within a week or two. So it's growing. So join the Discord, and I'll see you there. Take care.